Meteor picking up that Kindred, as you said, once again. But on the other side, Kanavi is not too shabby of a Kindred player either. We'll see if he knows some of the ways to get up under that. But it is the LeBlanc locked in for Knights. The golden left hand will have some power to it here in this first game kickoff. And the Mordekaiser's the final pickup for LGD.
I think back when I first started playing League of Legends, one of
Meteor. No Meteors. Maybe looking for something as Jin Zhao goes for the rocket grab, goes right in as well. The Flame Chompers aren't going to be enough. Ruler goes down to first blood, and that's straight onto Meteor.
But JDG had done all the hard work. We have to flash away from something towards his bot side. LPC also use that flash. This could be a dive incoming.
That is a dive incoming, and Meteor cleans him up, gets the mark as well. We have the Storm Razor actually now completed for LPC, and Meteor's trying to punish Ruler on the way back. He doesn't have any summoner spells, and this could be another kill going down. Meteor, he strikes again, 2-0-1 on this Kindred.
Now, looking for a charm at best. Kanavi's here, this could be dangerous.
Kanavi was baiting it. That's a big cyclone, but Knight has to get out backwards. Kanavi now trying to lead them away. And Jin Zhao, he's just on a rampage here. The man's playing like a Chad.
Not going to be so at this point. Meteor going to take him down. That second dragon as well. 2-0-2, picking up a couple of marks, which were harder to come by a little earlier on. Ultimate now into Tower for Fearness.
A little bit of a duel going on, but Fearness is going to get that huge shield. Can he get one more smackdown? And he does. Fearness, the solo on a 369.
That's been a real factor for this LGD. They haven't skipped those steps, and for a team that has had a lot, JDG, they might go for it anyway, but I don't know how wise this is.
They are bringing in the flanks, but LGD a little bit caught out here. LPC's just by himself in the pit. Knight's looking, Knight's hunting. He just completed the Luden, but on the other side, he got at least a fight going through. Now that Knight was going to go where he can't join in. That means LGD are moving forward. They have now peeled enough for LPC that they have a front to back. He's got chakrams going, and the Rift Herald is now the focus for LGD. They
on certain champions, and you know, we've had this back and forth for a number of years, and they're on mid outer turret, despite not having the Herald. JDG going to take that first mid lane out of turret. 369.
Flash out of Meteor there, and then there is some hesitancies with a TP on the bottom side because Fearness going to grab Ruler here, looking for the one-on-one. Now Ruler's out of the fight for a while, but LGD need to follow up Fearness. Ruler's gone, and that means LGD is moving forward. Jin Zhao trying to find an angle here, but so is Haichao. Can't get that charm, but this tower will fall.
Okay, let's just revisit that other thing. So
going over to a double marksman comp. 369 was fishing, but 369 trying to get a flank over here on the other side while JDG's forcing the hand of LGD. This is so like JDG. Let's hand check and see what happens. Meteor's waiting over the side. I think JDG are going to pull back. He's the only one in the pit. Meteor's going to tank it now as well, taking the damage. He's looking for the Baron steal, and now he gets it. Kanavi in that death realm will signal the end for him, and LGD with the Gale Force from Meteor. Ruler, you're all alone, and that's huge for LGD, who continue to...
Sometimes it's mistakes later on. In this one, they've stuck to their guns, haven't overforced the issue, and now they find themselves in a pretty great spot against the reigning champions of MSI and the LPL.
It just feels like paltry prizes comparatively to what LGD is rocking right now. That'll be a tier 2 down, and Haichao is looking for a charm.
For the double AD carries and that Blitzcrank as well, very much on utility duty, but in this game, shut down the Mordekaiser, he'll ult someone away, turn it into a 1v1. How much can he do on this bot side? Ruler's getting caught.
Haichao not going to hit one of those, but does a lot of damage anyways, and now he's looking back at Ruler again with the Spirit Rushes. Kanavi, who's caught out yet again. The charm doesn't connect, but around the corner is Fearness, who's getting this inhib tower here as well. So that'll be 2 lanes busted open by LGD.
Teleport, despite the desperation. Haichao can TP back in. What can Knight do?
Moonlight Vigil for double marksman comp off the table or off the ground running. It looks so good, and yeah, Knight's just caught out here all by himself. That's the side lane catch out classic, and Haichao picks up the kill.
It is, but now without Knight, what can towers, and that's it.
And just like that, LGD on the doorstep of JDG in this game 1. Big triple knockup with the Mega Death Rock. He got the Lambs with Spike coming out though. and Ruler just needs to get a little bit excited, but he has no more front line as they've overextended. And Ruler not gonna get grabbed just yet, trying to pop back some rockets. The Moonlight Vigil goes a little bit wide, but in game number 1, LGD with reservation, but clear-cut decision-making will put JDG on the back foot with LPC's performance. They take down Missing one more time. They want these kills. They want the mental diff. And LGD finish off game 1 against JDG.
14th place in spring. That's where we saw LGD last time we left off, coming in positions.
Well, we got our team composition set for JDG. At least they got the Syndra for Knight, and they got the Sejuani for Kanavi. So a lot of facilitation possible, but honestly, a lot of late game looks for JDG at this point. We'll see the Karma locked in last for LGD.
This could be a game-turning play if LGD choose to pull the trigger.
Knight's coming down. They do land more damage on the Kanavi. Missing just try to dodge out. Knight is here. They need to know. Okay, now they know he's there. They're going to turn around. LPC can't really get to the fight over here, but he's going to crash this big wave and just try to pick off Kanavi as he can get him. That's the auto attack of first blood for LPC. They're going to find more. Oh my goodness. It's tragedy struck again for JDG. Knight should clean this one up with the power at least. Does he get cleaned up too? He's got the minions. They are blocking. Jin Zhao's trying to chase him down with the root. He'll flash to make sure he can connect it. LPC doesn't have the damage just yet, though.
This is one of the few times that JDG have had a chance to push in the spot side. Pulled.
That's a big combo with that charm as well in LPC. You might have the ulti, but Ruler wants to clap back a little bit here. What auto attack from Kanavi. That'll be a double kill for the jungler of JDG.
Oh, man, L2 get that tower a little lower, particularly because once laning phase and bot side ends, you do tend to go towards that mid lane stage.
Meteor, Pop Blossom onto 2, and that could be it. Meteor gets it onto Knight. Kanavi missing that initial engage spell.
Teleport behind. They're highlighting that. There it is. Here comes 369. Oh, right, that's Knight. That's Knight coming in.
That's an early charm, though. The quickness is so big, and LPC's just down. That is big damage, but a double TP in response from LGD. They lose.
They're in Desire. They're very good anti-dive champions. If you go too deep on that Wukong, there's a chance that you lose Meteor for free. Trying to siege out once again. Second Herald has spawned. Kanavi pulls the ult.
Oh, they found the flank with Kanavi. Big Glacial Prison. They've already taken out Jin Zhao now. There's another TP from Fearless, but here comes 369. It's the double flank, and they're on the 4 members with the all. No! Oh, he doesn't go over the wall. LPC will flash away, and now LGD are looking for this front to back. Meteor tries to go in, tries to get the True Shot Brock.
Position pushes up in that mid lane, but the play doesn't happen in the mid lane. LPC has to reposition himself, and now Knight's actually the one caught out.
They're catching out Knight. Haichao flashes for that Pop Blossom, and here comes Meteor to slam down the big old stick. Meteor gets that kill, and Knight gets caught in side lane. They should be able to push.
To take it to power. Also take that second Herald. See if JDG can use that time that LGD would to use if they went towards that. To make some big macro moves elsewhere. As we currently see JDG pushing in towards this mid lane
for JDG so they can position around this fight. And I just love that we're getting a 5-on-5 here. Meganar early from Fearness. He is completely caught out in LGD. Now Meteor's caught out too. He's gonna have to be careful one by one. The dominoes are starting to fall, and it's just the decisiveness from JDG that makes the difference, and they also catch out Jin Zhao. Ruler has come alive in this game number 2.
Knight gets a couple of stuns. LGD can't position correctly. Ruler has to force the ult, but it's not enough to see him go down.
Big knockback from Knight, buying a lot of time. LPC gonna burn that heal, but he comes all the same, and 369 picks out LPC. Big Pop Blossom, but it's not gonna be enough today. Scat of the week from Knight, and that's a full-on ace from JDG.
The emphasis on what that vision is there for. Not that it makes it any less important, it's just a very different kind of thing, because that vision stops you getting picked up like that.
There's that decisiveness yet again, and I was questioning the Karma early on. It gets picked out yet again. LPC finally shows up. Pop Blossom's gonna go way wide as Missing actually goes down. LPC will get that phase shift out of there, trying to get a re-engage as Kanavi. 369 is the
went up to LPC. Would have been very important to do so at that point. 369 still has flash, still has ult. Could potentially shut down Haichao here.
Knight's coming around the corner too. These are two that you never want to see when you're all by your lonesome. I need to get away from this one. I try to play as a ward. Can't do it though. Haichao, you get all outed, and Kanavi gets the kill.
Sneaky, but absolute paper tonight on the Syndra.
Meteor's nowhere nearby to even have a say in this contest. That's Baron gone. Kanavi, he wants it!
Not again!
Guess who he finds? It's Jin Zhao again! LPC's by himself against Ruler. Ruler takes him out of the fight, takes him out of the game, and so too falls LGD 1 by 1.
That is unceremonious. I don't know what Jin Zhao's done in a past life, but his karma is looking pretty bad right now in multiple senses of the word. 0 and 5 taken down with extreme prejudice from Kanavi. Knight dies and then goes, huh, Medjay sounds like a good idea. A bit of a victory lap in that one. JDG really putting LGD to the sword.
369 just gonna chase down Haichao here. Is not having a good game too either. And the duo of Ruler and 369
into the backline to kill his own target, gets away with a slick disengage after that point. JDG might have been half asleep in game 1. They are well and truly awake as they put Jin Zhao to rest one more time.
Not again. Not like this.
Oh, make it stop.
So I'll just say, you know, karma comes very quickly. Not just the champion, but they just came knocking.
Like, this guy must have been a Poro hunter or something like that in a previous life, because this Sejuani with that skin is really taking him to issue over that one. The JDG marching in towards the base, still have the last of their Baron buff, still have ultimates available should they wish.
And this is the JDG that was promised, that we've seen throughout this early split, even though they do have that one loss. We'll see Haichao with a nice fight back. He's still got a decent amount of damage coming out from Meteor, and JDG is punished as they overextended in their advantage here, trying to burst down those Nexus towers. Gosh, it is actually so dirty. And he just, again, has so much health, it doesn't matter. He just can walk up. Even Knight is playing so big. LPC is already out of the fight as Ruler's got the true focus. He's got a tier 2 tower now. Pressure from JDG as they have TPs available. They can utilize that so well. And here it comes.
So, this half-health turret, Venus goes in.
Fearness not going to get the engage he wanted. Here comes Meteor. Another domino to the party. He got a backline access from Haichao, but one by one they fall just like they were planned to. JDG wiped the floor with LGD, and there's only one last hope. It's LPC, and you're not getting out of this one. The Ezreal had come through for game 2, and we're right back to JDG's home court advantage.
Valiant attempts by Fairness to try and buck the engage by JDG, but they're the ones who are thrown from the saddle. Nexus falls, going to a game 3, and as it always happens in best of 3s, if you don't have one of these priority duelist junglers, this was a real development over MSI. I was talking with a couple of the coaches midway through MSI actually about where the heck the Kindred, the Nidalee, the Kazakhs had come from. And we see the Samira last pick.
LPC's comfort.
Now, LPC Shine Kanami's half HP as well, a little bit awkward. All you've been looking for here is a Miracle Steal. Not going to be the case. Skill shots already used. Ruler.
You see this on the defense is there, and we actually just get that reset from LGD as the tower falls.
Now this is getting a little bit concerning though. LGD opening up the map somewhat with these 2 outer turrets going down. JDG, if they want to return that favor, they're going to have to group up.
And speaking of finding a way, they're going to focus holistically on the other side of the map and on to Knight, who's going to go golden after popping the tippers. But Haichao has showed up, and it's now just about who's going to get the kill, and it's Haichao. First blood, finally, at 16:53.
Choosing the moment.
They're going to try to get in here before the Dragon's already gone, but 369 just going to show them that it's already out of trying to keep some vision game around this top side, but not again. Knight goes with the preemptive tippers. There ain't nothing saving you today, buddy. And Knight will go 0-2 and be the 2 kills that LGD have picked up in the side lane.
No, I don't think they can completely protect this. JDG, they really want this turret. It opens up the map so much for them. Knight has died to try and stabilize.
To get into these fights, he cannot get picked off because he will be the finishing factor for LGD in a lot of this. And right now, we're just getting an okay corral standoff.
So Knight is stood on this blast cone. Watch what he can do with that. There is no vision inside the pit to see Knight hop over this wall. Fairness can get Hullbreaker, but needs to be stood away from his team. Here comes Knight.
Meteor goes
there
in. Jinjiao's trying to connect. They're getting Ruler. Big blade caller. Everything goes on to Ruler, and he stands the test of time for for now. The rest of JDG have already picked him up. Ruler is still standing. Ruler will not go down, and Ruler outplays them all.
6,000!
Zaya UV combo, and nothing came up to task. JDG now forcing the hand onto the Baron, as they should be able to secure this one. No smite, and that is Kanavi coming away. Most of them did not connect, and he's just standing there while the rest of the backline of LGD is getting eviscerated. It feels good for a JDG fan, but it feels good for JDG, right? They're being able to pick JDG. You do not want to face this beast in a team fight. And Knight, he's not in a team fight, so maybe he wants to face the beast, as Meteor will go ahead and pick that one up.
And Fairness is still in this Fairness!
Oh, 369! Solo Bolo, my king!
How does he do that into a... You thought that Fairness might be able to win on the other side of the map too. It will be an inroad for LGD against this Baron buff. 369 clutch solo kill to put the map into fully JDG control.
A tier 2 tower to boot in the end of that one. We got to look at this.
So he gets hit by one, gets aggroed by a couple of those Baron creeps, and he just goes through all of his cooldowns. Like, he's getting aggroed by a lot of creeps, don't get me wrong, but wow, that is a lot of skill shots hit by 369. There you go. He's waiting for it to come off the cooldown, walking up now.
Dun, 369. We'll see Kanavi actually come out here as well, trying to finish this off, because Mechanar's coming out from Fearness. It's going to be a little bit dicey here as 369 finds Meteor here to defend LGD's top laner. And he should actually get picked out here. One more auto, and there you go. Kill given over to Meteor. As LPC is getting chased down by Knight, doesn't go down. We got a fight on the bottom side, though. Ruler will be kiting away as the final chapter for Missing comes through. A double kill rang true, and Knight with a flash gets one back for JDG.
It's
ability to LGD in their composition. Meganar for Fearness popping up here. Again, LPC needs to buy time in these fights. The Samir is no use to anyone dead, and they just need to get catch-outs. Ruler will be playing so safe, and he has been for so long in this game. Tibbers is available to drag him down. It goes over to Kanavi. You got the final chapter ringing out here, but you got Jin Zhao trying to run away from Kanavi. He does get away, but on the back line, you got 369. Pop Blossom here, though. That's pretty big, but Ruler is still full health because he got untouched in that. LGD are running for the hills, but the hills have eyes, and those eyes are red like the heart of JDG.
Even if the game doesn't end here, it's likely a Baron to the side of JDG. I don't think LGD can survive to another Dragon. Hell, they might not survive another wave.
There is no more time to wait. There is no...
to do with it. Meteor running towards this Baron. I don't think he can get there in time. He has no flash either.
I don't think he can either. They're just going to find 369 on the back to the pit. As Knight's actually waiting to pull the trigger on the other side. He has Tibbers coming up very soon. The all-out pop. Jin Zhao getting all of his health bar taken out. 369.
Breaker champion Knight has himself a teleport and the flash as well. Fearness might have to go back to base himself. Picks up his, he has 3 items of course, but it's still not helping him survive against that Annie. JDG running rampant across the map. He's backing all the way off, maybe wondering if someone from JDG is coming to hunt him down, but he's not going to be there for the flank. He's not even recalling. Haichao, get back to base.
Yeah, go for the log.
Go
for the log flank.
Go home.
Go to your home. Your home is destroyed, Nightmare. You can't go home because there's nothing left when JDG come to town. LPC gets shut down. Your hopes, your dreams for LGD, your possibility of taking down the Titans of JDG go straight out that window. And JDG roared alive in Game 2 and smacked them down in Game 3, taking a 2-1 victory.
That was the flank of nightmares. I get that you're in a very difficult spot. You've dug into this one corner, lots of gold.